Is Jesse Quick the new god of Nightmare Campaign? I might, maybe. Is Disease with Talon now what you need to use for Nightmare Campaign? Let's just get into it.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, Gravity here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, this is like really haphazard, very quickly. I mean, I think my green screen is even like visible back here because I'm trying to get this out as fast as possible. But, so Jesse Quick really just impressed the Alamy in Nightmare Campaign. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the video of her like just losing her mind a couple of times. Now, the reason behind this is because one of the techniques that you use in Nightmare Campaign is use whatever tunes that have permanent buffs. So you have permanent speed ups from Garage, you have permanent strength ups or enhanced strength ups, empowered strength ups from Superwoman. You have permanent empowered intelligence ups for both Larfleeze and for Spectre. How could I forget Spectre, the now king of Nightmare Campaign. However, Jesse Quick may be coming in and taking rule over it. Now Jesse Quick gets permanent evasion ups on her A3. Why is that important? That is important because if you can get her a chance to ramp, if you can protect her in the meantime, basically she becomes untouchable and she starts stealing buffs from the enemy team. So here what you're watching is I have, now to be completely fair, they all have, or at least I should say, Naomi, Punchline, and Jesse Quick all have that 250% health bonus because they were the tunes of last month and this month. Punchline this month, Naomi, and Jesse Quick last month. So they have an increased health pool, which makes it a little bit easier to get through Nightmare Campaign, or it makes it like it helps you get through Nightmare Campaign. But at the same, this is node 11, if I'm not mistaken. This is node 11. So now you see Punchline fall. I think you're also going to see. I cannot remember if Jesse was the only one to survive or if Naomi survived as well. Not Naomi, Lex. But in any case, what you're going to see is that Jesse is now ramped up enough. This is the same thing that you would do with Spectre whenever you were using him. You put him with Barter, you put him with Donna Troy, you let him get enough awareness up, and you let him get enough permanent int ups to where now when he's hitting people, he's just one-shotting entire waves with his AoE attack. With Jesse Quick, the way it works for her is that basically everybody dies. Fine, you can't touch me now. I have so many int ups, I have so many evasion ups that I am untouchable. And when you try to touch me, I'm going to take whatever you have, weakening you in one way or the other. Either I'm taking the int ups from you so that way you don't hit me as hard, or I'm taking your awareness, I'm taking your, whatever the case may be, I'm just taking your stuff. It's mine now. It is mine now. So Jesse Quick is absolutely like incredible. I'm going to let this run for a little bit, but I'm really, really impressed. Like I said, Spectre broke Nightmare Campaign, which he did. And is Spectre probably the best option still? Sure, but damn it if it's not fun to watch Jesse Quick get through all this. Like, she just took on 3 Mystics who aren't slouches, especially in Nightmare Campaign, which is, she's about to crack Talon, which is Black Adam and 2 Black Flashes. And on top of it all, check out all the speed ups. Her turns are coming around so fast right now. And on top of the fact, you don't have to worry about this Jesse Quick at the end because this Jesse Quick, when she tries to hit you, you're just going to take her evasion ups from her. You're going to take her speed ups from her, making you stronger and weakening her so that she won't be able to ever get ramped up, at least not in the short amount of time that you're going to give her. So absolutely incredible. Now, what I may do is, so you see her here, this is node 11. Now, please believe me when I tell you this also worked on node 12, but I had to do it a bit differently. And actually, you know what? In fact, scratch that. You guys see how this is gonna go. Let me go ahead and go to the next video, which this one is not it, it's this one. So I tried to use that same team and they all fell like basically immediately. So what the idea here was, add some protection around, get Barter with her stamina ups, a standard team that I use. Donna Troy, all those awareness. Then you have Lex giving the overheal. Donna Troy is going to convert all of the, or all, is going to convert some buffs into awareness to help protect us. Now, here's the funny part. Here's the thing I did not realize, and this is what I've been doing on my free-to-play account, which should have, clued it in for me. Jessie is the engine. Lex is the vehicle. She buffs on every turn. So that means we're getting turn meter and overheal every time she does something. And as she stacks speed ups, she's going to get to her turn faster and faster and faster, which means that the team is going to move faster and faster and faster, which also means that we're going to get a lot more buffs, which also means we're going to end up with a lot more awareness. So just having those two there, now granted this whole team has to work in concert with each other, but just having those two there to give us all this turn meter and overheal made this team virtually unkillable on the last node. So I'm not going to go through, to be fair, you guys know how this goes. So I'm going to skip forward a bit so you don't have to sit through all this stuff. This is towards the end, right? This is on the fourth wave, right? Look at all the awareness all of them have. Even Donna Troy has been able to stack up some awareness, right? Another thing that I did not think about when I put this team together until after I was seeing how well it was going is that Donna Troy also reduces the cooldown of all abilities by 1 when she does that whole changing buffs into awareness thing. So everybody's turn is coming around faster. Jessie is stacking up permanent speed or permanent evasion ups on a whole nother level because her A3 is coming around much faster. Barda can keep the taunt on her much easier because the cooldown of her taunt is reduced by 1. So everything on this team means that I'm going to have a dumb amount of awareness and speed ups and evasion ups and buffs. Yo, this was awesome. I don't even know how else to put it, but we're outright just destroying. And then when they do get it, because we're moving faster than them as well. So she's moving faster because of her speed ups and the turn meter. She's from two sides of things, she's just going nuts. And I did not account for that portion of it when I put it together. Donna Troy, to be quite frank, I really only thought about her changing buffs to awareness to help protect Jessie Quick until such time as that she would be the one taking everybody out. I assumed the rest of the team would fall, and that was stupid on my part. Did not think about that cooldown portion of it. Did not think about the turn meter manipulation portion of it. Did not think about the overheal portion of it. This is ridiculous. So the last wave, not only did we beat it easily without any threat of us being even remotely close to falling, any of us falling. So now I'm gonna go on to the next video, and this is disease. Now, I gave myself a little early birthday present. I'm gonna be real. You guys are gonna get a video on Talon next week. I gave myself a little birthday present. I got Talon L2 right now. I didn't go nuts. I'm not going crazy. But my birthday next week. So I was like, let me give myself a birthday gift. Now, what I'm doing here, I did not put Talon in, but I did want to experiment and use disease to see how well it works in Nightmare Campaign. I have done it before, but now it's different with Punchline. If you saw my Punchline video, I absolutely love Punchline. Now, I have Roz running lead. I have Donna Troy and Barda there for protection. Now, Barda's going to have to do 2 jobs here. She's going to have to heal as well, which means I'm trying to use those mins on her A3 to maintain our health. Donna Troy just falls immediately because she should not be taunting. But as you can see, we have a whole bunch of disease up. Now, why is that the case? Barda, go ahead and gave us a bunch of mins, so we're going to be able to overheal. She's our taunter. Whenever she gets touched, well, not whenever, but there's a 70% chance whenever she gets hit that she's going to give disease to whoever hits her. So we're passively giving the other team disease. On top of it, Ra's al Ghul, whenever an enemy is hit, AoE or otherwise, the primary target is going to, there's I think a 75% chance for him to attack the primary target with his A1. His A1 gives, I want to say it's 5 disease. So not only am I giving you disease actively and protecting Ra's al Ghul, I'm giving you disease passively every time you touch any of us. Hopefully, the one you're touching is Barta. So here's the funny part too. The way that team was set up before, Jesse Quick, Donna Troy, Barta, and Lex, that whole like setup took 10 minutes to get past the final node of Nightmare Campaign. This entire setup that I'm showing you right now with all of this disease took 4 minutes. Like this is why I love disease so much. They are killing themselves every time they get a turn. Every time they get a turn, it's more damage on them, more damage on them. So I don't even really need a damage dealer here. Punchline does not hit hard. Roz does not hit hard. All I need to do is protect them and be sure that I'm getting that disease out there. And then they take care of the rest. I'm in a completely defensive posture right now. All I care about is protecting myself. And it's going to end up with them killing themselves. I love disease so much. And now with Talon, now that I can remove that buff immunity, what? I was using him a little bit this morning. What? Psh. I'm about to have a ball. The only problem with Talon is that he's slow. He is slow as frozen molasses. But, hey, I'm going to have to make it work. Red Robin, Wally West, Martian Manhunter, Cheetah, somebody. I'm going to have to make it work. See, now, Jesse, you being so fast is not a plus, because look at all that disease you just laid down on everybody. Boom. Everybody done. Everybody finished. It's so much fun. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and let this run. Please subscribe. Next week, I'll have a video on Talon. Next week, I will have my week 4 of the free-to-play account. Please check out the merch store. Hopefully, well, my sister's working on my merch store right now, so like we're gonna move over to a different platform and then go from there. So that's gonna be down there. Patreon for the podcast. Thank you guys for watching. I drop DC Legends videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, except for today when I dropped 2 because I got so excited about Nightmare Campaign. I feel like some of this information you guys might need. So usually it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Please please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Thanks for watching all the way through. And now I'm just going to kick back and chill and watch the disease handle the rest of this. Like, this is just nuts. I'll see you guys next time. And she even lays disease down on her A1. It made me want to, because I want to run her with Darkseid so that she would use her A1 more. But then why, though? Like, shouldn't you run her with Ross to just get as much disease out there as possible? Like, look at what he just did. Like, look at what he just did. Like, their team, Donna Troy wasn't even necessary. She fell in the very beginning. I basically beat Nightmare Campaign with 3 tunes using disease. I'm like legit wondering if I just started out with those 3, if I would have won. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you next time.